Hello. This video is very out of date. I know. Um, Life got in the way, but I'm here now, and I'm gonna address some of the comments or answer some questions. Some of them are pretty straightforward. The other ones require a little more digging. But I'm just gonna get started. So, first question I have here is, can you use a video for the background? And if yes, is the process any different? I'm assuming you mean a GIF. I know there's a way to turn a PNG or a JPEG into a GIF. I don't know if that would work for a transition to a VTF file. You're welcome to try. I don't know if you've done that already. It's been like a year. Like I said, probably some of these questions are probably like already answered, or you've already figured it out for yourself. But this one, I mean, like I said, there's a way to turn a PNG and JPEG into a GIF. I don't know if that would work, but you are more than welcome to try. Next question I have here is, does the loading background change automatically, or do I have to do something to make it change too? You have to edit that separately. I'm not entirely sure how you go about doing that. I personally, I just type in no vid in my launch options, so I don't get the loading screen. It's just a faster launch. As far as I'm aware, you can change it. Like I said, I just don't know how you'd go about doing that. This one isn't really a question, it's something I'd like to point out. Fun fact, you don't need to have extra folders to put the background in, just the custom folder, and that's it. I didn't actually know this until I tried it a couple minutes ago, and it actually worked. But if you already knew this, good for you. And if you didn't, there's a little IQ burst for you. Next is, I have a custom HUD that changes the background of my main menu. Would I have to delete the wallpaper files in the HUD folder? Yes, you would. Basically, you're just overriding whatever wallpaper you have for your current HUD. Like if you have flaw HUD, I know that one has a custom wallpaper. You would go into the flaw HUD folder, find where the wallpapers are located, and either drag them out of the folder onto your desktop or somewhere not in the TF2 directory folder, and then just make your own. Next one isn't really a question about the wallpaper, it's more of just a general question here. How do I get rid of the TF2 mark in the wallpaper? That is something different. There is a command for it. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll pop it up on screen when I remember it. But you can actually customize those. So if you don't want to see like all the 9 classes, Saxton Hale, the grill from the summer update, you can customize them. There are plenty of guides out there. In fact, I might link some of them in the description. Next is, do you know if there are any different Christmas files? That I don't think so. I already answered this 8 months ago, but I figured I'd give a little update. I don't think there are. It's very unlikely for Valve to add new loading screens that aren't like Scream Fortress, like they did in 20 something, I forget. Next is, the image was too small. That is something you want to fix yourself. You have to find an image that fits the aspect ratio of the game. So if you launch your game at 1920 by 1080, you would want to find an image that matches that aspect ratio. The picture appears pixelated. I already answered this one too, but I figured I'd talk about it a little more. That comes down to texture quality. Yeah, texture quality is really detrimental in TF2. If you can't run at least high settings in TF2, it's just not going to work out well for you in terms of wallpaper. But I know there are configs out there that allow for a higher texture quality while still running the game at like a decent FPS. I think that is all that I've got. This is a fairly short video. I didn't want to make anything too long because I know there were only a handful of serious questions that I didn't answer. Like I said, it's been, what is it, a year basically? So May 20th, 22. Yeah, it's been a little over a year since I posted that video. Very out of date. Very, very out of date. So, my bad. If you have any other questions that came up, or you're just like, hey, how did you do this? How did you do that? Feel free to drop them in the comments. I will be sure to answer them. I promise. I will answer them. But that's gonna do it for me for this video. Thank you all for watching.